Yo, what's up, Arsenal fans around the world? Welcome back to the Arsenal Roundup. We have top exciting stories of the club to share with you today as we get right into this video. So guys, let us start first off with what we are hearing. A very intriguing story that we're hearing, of course, currently about one man who has been reported to be one of our targets. Though some reports are also saying that he is not even in the Arsenal plan. We're not even discussing about him, but some reports also saying that he is one man Arteta wants to get to Arsenal Football Club. But let us listen to the report according to a source today by HITC saying that Chelsea have effectively closed the door on signing Victor Osimhen. PSG remain in the running to sign the player, while Arsenal would also come back into play. Saudi Arabia continues to follow Osimhen, but he is not fully convinced by the project, and that's a report said by Demazio. Is a very reliable, he's a tier 1 journalist, very reliable reporter, or let me say source from Italy. He works with Sky Italy, so he is a very reliable source. But guys, Demazio is a, and you know, Napoli is a club in Italy, so he knows the ins and outs, just like Fabrizio in Italy. So but the truth now is that Arsenal, we know that we need a striker. But guys, I'm telling you right now that Arsenal will only sign a striker. Hear this very well. Arsenal will only sign a striker if we sell Eddie Nketiah. The only attacker that I said to one of our previous videos, if you check our page or if you are watching from YouTube, if you check one of our old videos, I said it there. I said Arsenal would prefer to sign a winger this summer transfer window than going for a striker. Some of the targets they truly are working or trying to evaluate, they have deemed them too expensive. I told you, Fabrizio said it, that Arsenal deemed the likes of Victor Osimhen's deal a very expensive one. But this man in question here, Victor Osimhen, is even deemed more expensive than Victor Osimhen, because Napoli are demanding in the north of around 120 million euros for Victor Osimhen, and they are hearing that Victor Osimhen's club, Sporting CP, are ready to accept around 68 million now. Before they're talking about 80 before, but now they're talking about 68 million pounds only for Victor Osimhen. So Arsenal would probably, and now Fabrizio is saying that Arsenal are looking at even Victor Osimhen's deal as expensive. Not talk of Victor Osimhen. So guys, Arsenal would, I'm telling you right now, Arsenal will only sign a striker if somebody like Eddie Nketiah is sold for a good fee. But that's why Arsenal are still insisting on a good fee for Eddie Nketiah. And now we have a report on Eddie Nketiah today saying that HITC understand that Arsenal are prepared for Eddie Nketiah to stay at the club if their valuation is not met by interested parties, which makes Arteta more happy to keep the player, insisting he was never pushing him out of the club. Guys, there you have it. The meaning is that if we're able to bring in another player, we'll keep the one we have rather than spending astronomical fee on, rather than spending too much of money on one striker out there. He would develop and work with Eddie Nketiah that he have. But I know many Arsenal fans will be like, oh, Eddie Nketiah, let him go. We don't want him at this club again. He's not scoring goals, this and that. I share your thoughts because we need a different mode of striker for us to progress. But at the same time, Eddie Nketiah is still our only available option at the moment because strikers out there are very expensive. Victor Osimhen, Victor Osimhen, these guys are so expensive. So, but Arsenal can afford them. But Arsenal trying to play by the rules. Don't forget the fear of FFP. But I asked the question one time, I think on our page on Facebook. I asked people, I said, would it be faster to sign a winger or a striker? And most people are saying that they need a striker. Some are saying they need winger. But guys, the truth is, coming cheap right now won't be for a striker this window. Any striker, any club that will sell their own striker this period to Arsenal, they will demand too high, like a fee that they know that Arsenal will not want to win pay. Okay, let me give you, but we'll talk about that one later in our subsequent video, our next videos. Isak, Arsenal have been reporting to be interested in this player even before he joined Newcastle. Arsenal have been linked with him several times before he even joined Newcastle. He joined Newcastle now, and we're hearing that Newcastle owners, the executives, and Arsenal owners, they're not on good terms at the moment because Arsenal is trying to, like, you know, make Premier League put some restrictions on clubs that are owned by all these oil-rich countries, you know, like or Saudi Arabia and co. So forget about that one. One thing again is that if Arsenal want to go and buy Isak now from Newcastle, the money they will demand for Arsenal will run. Arsenal will run away. The money will be too much. So guys, the way it is right now, Isak cannot come to Arsenal. The demands of Newcastle are high. Victor Gyökeres cannot join us. Fabrizio Romano is saying that Arsenal didn't be due very expensive. Now Victor Osimhen, Chelsea are in the race, PSG are in the race. Those two teams are not afraid to spend anytime, any day on their targets. But because even they themselves, they are seeing that people that they are normally they are money spenders. Chelsea and PSG, these guys, they spend money anyhow. They, once they see a target, they spend. So if normal ballers in the transfer market, big money spenders, it's not as if Chelsea are richer than Arsenal or PSG are richer than Arsenal. I'm not confirming or denying. What I'm just saying is that Arsenal are a more cautious club when it comes to approach in the transfer market. They take their time, they evaluate their targets, they discuss around the deal to see if it is viable, like if they can do it or not before going into it. So, but it is a kind of system that has really helped us. That's why we've never had any financial breaches ever. Have you ever heard Arsenal saying Arsenal they are being linked with one allegation of financial breaches, this and that, against the financial fair play rules? But these clubs, PSG, Chelsea, we've been discussing it, they usually have these issues. So that is one of the reasons why now Arsenal, you notice they are taking their time to look at somebody that comes and fits into what they want to do. And that's why we have a report today saying that Arsenal are reassessing their forward options in the transfer market after Newcastle made it clear that Alexander Isak would not be sold. Mikel Arteta only wants high-quality players who add specific traits for that position, which Isak fits exactly. So guys, Isak fits this want of Arsenal, what we need in a striker, but he's also very expensive. And Newcastle are even holding out for something that will convince them, and that's in the north of 100 million plus, which Arsenal would not want to pay. That is where the deal is at the moment, guys. But let us hope we're able to bring in an attacker, which is highly needed before the transfer window closes. So guys, that will be the end of the Arsenal roundup today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you're watching us from YouTube, and also please follow, like and also share this video, guys. Please share this video to reach more Arsenal fans so that we can also be encouraged to bring in Arsenal updates for you on this page and on this channel. We'd like to see you in our next video. Until then, your boy is out.